I've come to a special spot now. This is, in this spot here, was the first time, oh no, it was the second time came to me pregnant. Um, um, anyways, the first time it was about, it was about her tattoo, and that was when she was watching me, as it said that she was married, this Italian girl, but I didn't know, and I was dreaming, I had a dream of having sex with her in the ER, and so it was about her tattoo, because it became, because the dreams kind of are reoccurring, and I'll find out more later, so it became our plan to name our children with M names because of Scorpio being there. So the Scorpio becomes like Madison. Madison, if it's a girl, maybe. I don't know. She's mad at Facebook because her parents should have shouldn't have struggled as much and should have made it a lot faster. They stopped us from meeting, and she would have almost not been born. Anyways, so when I came to this spot, it meant to the name, street name, bro, okay, working, and then Y, line between good and evil, and then N, Brooklyn. It's funny. Anyways, she was, so Woodward is one street that way, one more street that way, and then there's another street over here, the other way. I just came here to tell us I'm leaving, but anyways, so I came here, and she was streaming World of Warcraft, and they were jumping up on the trees, and so I like the spot here. Really like the spot here because it has this huge tree. It has this really big tree here. So it's like, I don't know, comfortable, right? And so I was what was I doing? I was messaging people on Facebook, and she was like, they're gonna betray you. And she was right. She actually told me their names before they did it. Stupid. Anyways, and so I went to, and so in this Warcraft game, they were peeing off of, it looked like they were peeing off of a tree, like territorial pissings. It's really funny. And then that morning, I woke up, the next morning I woke up, she was pregnant. She was also coming out of the dream, and she was pregnant. We were making love, of course. And it was so weird because, like, it seemed like the dogs and the birds and everybody was aware of it. They're all like, talking to me. But anyways, what was weird about it is she seemed like she was in such great shape. It was really like it must have been picture or whatever. But this spot, if you look at the street names and use addition or whatever, it asks to do it at a different time. But I don't know. This building right here is green. So it's like the Greenwood building. The Greenwood building. But the streets kind of suggest that we wait till we build, like, have a big house like Highland or whatever. And it's where the redwood tree is found at the end of Yam Hill, because Yam Hill represents her changing and, you know, like saving our money and having a nicer place or whatever, rather than like rushing into it. But so anyways, I wanted to say, so I've got this right here. My sister, this is special because it starts with a spell, and somebody else doesn't agree. No. My sister drank these a lot. I had my sister, and her were coming to me, as if my sister will watch her stream and stuff in the future and be our fan. Anyways, so we were, what was I going to say? I was going to say, so I could be wrong about, like, the first time we kissed or whatever, I'm almost positive that was her, right? So what's really sad is that I could be wrong about one of these girls, right? But I'm pretty sure it was all the same girl, because it sounded like her. It's always the same. She didn't have a car. It sounded like her. It looked like her. But the girls did not look like the same girl. But I've seen her in her different streams and stuff enough times to go, what the hell? That was the same girl? And it really makes sense now. It really makes sense now how it was. But please forgive me. I just don't want her to be mad at me because I forgot or whatever. I want to know if one of those girls wasn't her. I should know. She should tell me, because I would be sending to the wrong girl or whatever. But I mean, it's obvious when the first time she came to me and she called herself Meade while I was looking for the girl with the tattoo on her wrist. When that happened, the girl with so that was when she did it, and it was obvious that she was following me at that point. So that's like extremely romantic. But at that point, following me, she would have known that I was praying to water. And I was praying to water, and it was like a fertility kind of thing. So so that's the holy chalice of Beta Z, right? So that's what this is. It's the holy chalice of Beta Z. Because when I saw her for about the third time, it was at the Sky Bar on Marina Street at TwitchCon. So that'd be the third time. I want her to let me know if I'm wrong about that. So, and then, no, that's the fourth time. I'm sorry. That's the fourth time. So the third time, I forgot about that. So let's talk about the third time. So the third time was right after I made my song, Maybe She'll Realize. And I really regret doing the words like that. It's like, has the word ma in it, and then a Y line between good and evil, and then B. Maybe she'll realize. Like, I was having dreams of her being pregnant and coming to me. Of course, she's not with somebody else. Maybe she'll realize. I should have said something else. I'm kind of upset with myself that I did that. It's kind of like hearing her voice telling me the same thing. She's upset with herself for saying, what did she say? I don't want to pretend that I don't like you or something like that. And so, when, what was I saying? Okay, so this third time, right after I made that song, maybe she'll realize, of course, that would have been like the time to meet me again, right? At that point, she already told me about the button thing in her weird way, right? I was supposed to just go up to her and kiss her or whatever, but I wasn't sure if it was her. She looked totally different from those other two girls because she wasn't wearing a costume this time. This time she was looking very normal. She wasn't wearing a costume. The first time she was like, she had like long hair and sparkles, and like she was, we were both really drunk. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that I forgot it. But I mean, it was obviously her. But anyways, so the second time, like, I'll never forgive myself for drinking because I want to remember that night clearly, because I don't even remember how it started. I don't even remember how she just came up to me and started kissing me, just like the second time. But anyways, the second time looked like a completely different girl. She was bigger, and she, this was like right when she started streaming, or right before she started streaming. So she started to work out or something. And I guess that kind of makes her look kind of maybe, never mind. Plotting to make sure that we got together. But when I was making, okay, so the third time, if it wasn't her, I'm totally not going to be into whoever the hell that was, right? Of course, if I'm wrong anywhere here. So, I'm pretty sure it was always her there. Because it's always like, it looked just like her, and she sounded like her. But there were different costumes. So the third time was at the club, and I asked her if her name was somebody else. And then she was dancing, and then they were playing only dream songs having to do with dream lovers and stuff like that. And people were like, "That's her." So I was like, "Oops." And then I was like freaking out, like, "Are you sure that's her?" Like, and then I kind of danced by her, but I gave her space, and I was gonna go up and, talk to her or whatever, go kiss her or whatever, and she was gone. She left. So I was like crying. Forever Young song came on, and then because I missed out, I should have done something more. But I went back to the club again, and somebody put a trinket, a rose thing, in that same spot where I looked at her. But the thing is she looked totally different from those other times. That was so frustrating because I wasn't dating her. So like, it's difficult. It would be easy to be wrong about one of those encounters because, you know, um, so I really don't want to be wrong about that. So forgive me if I am. But anyways, I went back to that spot. I held on to that trinket, and then I lost it. I lost it in LA at the club there. But Tiergarten wrote a song called In Search of My Rose, and people will have fun tracking it down because of the way that it was lost. Because that song is kind of for us. So he has his later album that is So Lonely in Heaven or whatever, and it shows me at her mouth hanging out, waiting for that kiss or whatever. Because I was supposed to do that, right? Supposed to push her button and kiss her. And she gave me the perfect opportunity. When I went to TwitchCon, I turned on my stream and I started dancing right there. And then she, got in front of the stream, got in front of where my camera was recording. So it was perfect. It was perfect because we wanted to make a movie and everything. So it was like, it would have been perfect. We would have had it on film. Damn it, I'm so stupid. I should have just went up to her and kissed her right there. Like she did on the first night. But anyways, so I lost that trinket thing, and it was in LA, and there's a song by Tiergarten that will make it fun for people to try to find it. Search for my rose, because I lost it. It was a trinket that had a rose. It had a rose on it, and then you turn it around, and there's two skeletons. Anyways, so I've got the Holy Chalice of Beta Z, and I'm gonna bring it to a different location now, and I'll upload a video for her every day on Adam Square, and hopefully this is when I see her, because when I was in LA, when she came to me, it was like weird. Like if a person is a ghost and they're traveling while they're asleep, she came out of my right mirror, and then everything was wood for some reason, and she came out of my right ear, everything was wood, and she like dominated me, and I could hear her voice talking in my ears and stuff like that, and I actually just immediately got off. I've never had an experience like that in my entire life. Never. It was the most beautiful thing ever. She did something, though, before I went to San Diego that was almost topped it. It was like one of the biggest, because it was like I was having a romantic experience. I was witnessing something that was supposed to be impossible to witness. And when I climaxed or whatever, it was like the most romantic, magical thing because of how she did it. It was incredible. Anyways, what's kind of weird. So with there's a picture of her with gray shorts. A picture of her with gray shorts. I didn't take it. I don't know who took it. But my ex-girlfriend, Kathleen, in this picture, she has half of a katana in the background of herself with gray shorts. With my ex-girlfriend, when I with these gray shorts. I took pictures of her. And so I'm like, what the hell? When I was on Pirate Bay or something, when I was using Pirate Bay, did I accidentally get somebody on my computer? And then it's like, I don't know. Or did that leak somehow or something? I don't know. But she somehow knew, it seemed like, and was like, had the half katana so I would know. And remember, Kathleen did this and had the same shorts that she was wearing. But where they had it though, I was like, what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, we're gonna be worth a lot more money than that. Not gonna be carelessly, not OnlyFans people or whatever. But anyways. How the hell that happened? Anyways. Maybe somebody knew. Somebody was like, I know this girl's really into you. Maybe if I put this here, you and her will share more when you're together. Anyways. So, I'll make a video for her, and yeah, I don't use Pirate Bay anymore. Okay. Anything else to say? Who's this? Anna V. What the fuck? Okay, well, okay, well, I don't know what else there is to say right now. But try to make this experience as cool as possible. I need to I guess I'll just get a place to live here. I'm not really sure, but I really want her to let me know where she wants me to get a place.